Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Let Me Bore You to Sleep. My name's Jason Newland. Please only listen when you can safely close your eyes. So, what is it? It's Wednesday, the 8th of May, 2024. It is 3 minutes past 8 p.m. Slightly earlier than normal. And later rather. Slightly later. Where did I get earlier from? I wasn't really concentrating, was I? I need to concentrate more. I've realised that there are people that I talk to on my little walks with Vinny who I've spoken to before, but I just don't remember them. And I think I might repeat myself with them, and they might think that, well, they might think lots of things, but it's not because I'm repeating myself, it's because I genuinely don't remember speaking to them or what I've said. Because I don't remember what I said to anyone. I don't recall really what I've talked about during these recordings. However, even though I don't take much notice of what I've said, if someone comes up to me and says, "You said this," and they say something that's wrong that I hadn't said, my brain clicks into action and I suddenly remember the conversation word for word. Isn't it weird? So if I'm contradicted or accused or something of saying something that I haven't said, I'm talking going back decades. There's certain things I can remember from decades ago. Things that, just even things that my dad said at a dinner table, you know, in the 90s, stuff like that. It's weird. It's weird that I remember these things. So, today, let's have a look. I've got, just remind you, Q&A Friday is this Friday again. I've got a few questions asked, so I'm not going to tell you what they are, but cool. So I've got some questions already up there. So if you've listened to any of the previous Q&A Fridays, I might go on a bit. Unlike the normal Let Me Bore You to Sleep recordings, which are usually very precise, concise, and other words that sound similar. I think I managed to kind of come back to the subject a bit. I hope I do. I mean, I hope I do in a kind of small way. I don't really care. But I hope I've answered the questions, because I do intend to. I'm not up at night worrying about it, to be honest with you, but I do, you know, I've asked people to ask me questions, so it's out of respect for people taking the effort to do that, I should be able to answer. And I hope I have, because I take things very seriously. This is my career. Career. Wow. It's not really, is it? Never mind. You know, if nothing else, you know, if I was to pass away, and you can put some tributes and just say, well, at least he tried. He gave it a go. Didn't succeed, but he you know, he had a good old go. Put a little bit of effort in, milder. That he put the smallest amount of effort in that he could possibly put in to succeed, and it didn't happen, but never mind. You know, he turned up sometimes. That's what I want to be remembered for. Just occasionally turning up. That's the most I can hope, I think. So yeah, Q&A Friday this Friday. It's Wednesday today, so I will be recording that on Friday late afternoon, probably early evening, late afternoon, I don't know. And releasing it like I do every other recording up first thing in the morning, Saturday morning. So most of my recordings are generally at least started to be uploaded by 6. Normally they're uploaded by 6 o'clock in the morning. Of course, that's not always going to be the case, because sometimes I might wake up a little bit later. But I try and get them done, because I quite enjoy having the routine, to be honest. Make the recording in the evening, wave goodbye to the laptop, you know, just shut everything off, have something to eat, watch a little bit of telly, let my food digest, and then I go to bed. Take him for a walk, go to bed. Maybe do some exercise while the dinner's being cooked. So I do some weights, maybe on the punch bag and stuff. Don't do weights on the punch bag, because I can't balance on the punch bag. But, you know, I have a little bit of physical movement, which is nice. I get the physical movement of my legs when I walk with him. And I realise someone's probably thinking, oh, we know how walking works. We know it involves physical movement of the legs. I'm not trying to explain what walking is. I'm just saying my lower body gets a degree of movement during the day, but my upper body not so much, probably. So it's good to do the weights and feel, it's just, I don't know, it's nice to feel the muscles, or where the muscles used to be. It's nice to just pretend that they're there now. It's good. So I want to say thank you to Cara, just to let Cara know that and I'll put this as the title of the recording, your picture frame, or my picture frame, has been received, got delivered today. I thought I would put it in as a headliner, so that would be a nice little surprise. Well, not just, I think it'd be a nice thing to do, just to say thank you in the headline. The headline? The title. It's like a headline, isn't it? Kind of. So basically, Cara has created, she's painted a picture for me, and she's sending it, but because she lives in I think the Antarctic or somewhere, so it takes a little while to get here. I think it's being delivered by a carrier pigeon. So the frame got delivered first, and I took ages to. I got unpacked it, and I thought, okay, so it's a frame, so I figured it out. But I was trying to take it out because the glass on it was all covered in black bits, and I thought, well, how am I supposed to see the picture? So I took the glass off and put the thing back in, but then everything falls out the front. I'm like, well, that's not going to work. There's something wrong here. And then in small print on the glass, is strip back or peel off the protective coating on both sides of the glass. So I did that, but then I'd struggled to put it back in again, and the reason is because I was trying to put it into the front rather than in the back. I basically had the wrong hole, so I couldn't get it. It wouldn't fit. I mean, it was a struggle to get it in. Then it was kind of quite loose, but it just kept falling out. It was kind of floppy, so I managed. I put it in the right way, and even then I managed to do it wrong, but eventually I did it right. So that's the main thing. I didn't need to tell you all that, but the main thing is I figured it out. after about 5 hours. So it's good. It's good that I spent my day productively. I'm sure you agree. So those listening that haven't joined my boring group on Facebook, please join if you want to. Jason Newland's boring group. It's a private group, but you can join and you'll be accepted. It's such a prestigious group, you see. Molly's the boss of the group, and you can the good thing about it, because if you join a group you can ask me questions for the Q&A Friday. But to be fair, if you contact me on my normal Facebook page, you can probably ask me questions, because I think someone did. I'm pretty sure someone, because I posted it on a normal Facebook page, and I think I had a question asked. Let me have a look. Q&A Friday. Yeah, I did. I got one saying... Yeah, so I got that. So I'll that's from Diana. I'll mention that in the actual recording. So, cool. I wonder if any of the other places, because I've got a few different pages, Facebook pages, I don't really visit very often. Not very often at all. Just because it's one of these weird things I've got, and by the way, I'm not bragging when I say this at all, because I get no activity on this page. Even I post everything I do. Jason Newland Hypnotist. It's my page. It's a page I got on YouTube, on Facebook. Sorry, I've got 26,000 followers, 26,000 likes, and not even a like. I got one like on the Friday Q&A Friday. Couple of likes on a podcast a few days ago. You know, it's just nothing. No. I just don't get any kind of feedback or anything on there, and I post everything. But then I've had a few little things. I remember I was posting stuff on Twitter. I'm blocked on Twitter. Not blocked as in like banned, but just I can't get into it. Can't get into my Twitter for some reason. And there's someone kept moaning at me on Twitter. This is years ago, saying you need to say more on here, because all I do on these social networks. Vinny's eating a chop or bone thing, but it's a proper bone with, I don't know what they're called, but it's his dinner basically, and he's loving it. He's had two. It's broken in half, and it's the smaller for the small dogs, but he's loving it. He stops. He knows I'm talking about him. He just stopped me. His ear pricked up. What was I talking about? That should be my life story. What was I talking about? That should be the title, shouldn't it? Or I think I gave it a go. I think I'm going to do that. That's going to be the title. I had a go. I tried minimally. Facebook, yeah, I post all the things. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, all that stuff. It's all just be about posting my content since I've been doing this. Started off with what was it? The one before Facebook. That one. So I've started off on there, then moved to Facebook, and then YouTube, and just went, and there was a time when there was about, there was loads of different versions of Facebook available, believe it or not. Loads, and I was a member of all of them. So let's have a look. If I just put in old sites like Facebook that don't exist. Because there was a few. The 7 best, no. Tired of it. 7 best, no. 11 discontinued social media platforms you probably forgot. Let's have a look. I was a member of all of these, I bet ya. All Cut, yep, I was a member of that. It's just I've been a member of ones from all over the world, different ones where there wasn't even any English being spoken, but I just posted my stuff on there, and I still got people liking my stuff. Not on Facebook though, not now. The internet, okay. So Google Buzz, I don't remember that one. Google Plus, of course, but that's gone, isn't it? Everyone used to be on Google Plus, I think, at one point. Friendster, yeah, I used to be on there. That's going back a bit. Founded in 2002. Ping. Yeah, I think I used to be on there. Friend Feed, yeah, I think so. Vine. Never did Vine. That was much more for the younger people. Like live streaming, which I never used to really do. Periscope, don't think so. Path, never heard of that one. These weren't not ones I'm thinking of. There was old, old social media sites from 2008. Okay, here we go. Wow, this is what I want. List of defunct social network services on Wikipedia. So, 43 things. I remember that. So I'm just going through it, see if I can find any. Baidu, Baidu used to be on there. Bebo used to be on there. Bolt, I'm not sure. That was for teenagers, so I think that might have been an American one. I don't remember that one. Okay, I wasn't on all of them. I was on a few, but some of them were they weren't necessarily for what I was doing, if you know what I mean. I mean, if it was a dating site, there'd be no point being on there. Friends Reunited, so I might have been Friendster, I might have been on there, but just for different reasons. Glee, no, I wasn't on there. Genie, Gyoki, I might have been on Glee, I don't know. Oh, it's a TV show, I'm just thinking it sounds familiar. Google Buzz, Google Plus, yep. I was on every single one I could find, so any ones that I wasn't on is because I couldn't find them. Blimey, I can't. There's a lot. Omegle, first social networking service by Google. Omegle, no, that's All Cut. Yep, I used to be on there. Omegle, I used to be on. I think so. Stumble Upon, yep. Is that not around anymore? Oh. So it's a little bit like, it's like, oh yeah, that coffee shop in town's closed. No. What, Salmonella Coffee? It's been closed? It's closed down, yeah. I was going to visit them. I forgot they existed. I was going to visit them one day. Well, perhaps if you had, they wouldn't be closed down. Or maybe had a different name, I suppose. That's another thing. Vox, I used to be with Vox. Vox. Working Twen. I think I was with them. there was I was even on a website. It was for black people only. I mean, it was basically a social media for black people, and I joined that, and I was very welcome. And it wasn't. I think it wasn't like you can only join if you're not white, but it was. I think it was like an alternative to Facebook. And let me see if network. I'm just gonna look it up, see whether or not if it. Do you ever think like, oh, did I remember this correctly? Top 9 black-owned social media sites. I mean, I don't think it's a case of who owns it. It was a case of, for me, it was what Black Planet, Fanbase, Afrotech Connect, Spill, Melanin People. These are real sites, by the way. Safe digital space for black people to share short form videos, pictures, and e-magazines. I think it might be Black Planet. Offers matchmaking jobs, but if it's still around, then it's probably not the one, because I think it is still around. Well, I wonder if I can see if I can log in, see if I'm still in there. Log in. No, I can't remember the password. That's not the one anyway. Blacknet. I think it might have been Blacknet. I don't know, but it was. I used to post my videos and my just the same as with every platform, every social media platform. I'd post my stuff, and I had a fair following on there, actually. I mean, I know it might sound like a lie that I had a following, but I did, I really did. Original 6 Degrees is the first social network site, founded in 1996. There wasn't even any internet in the UK in 1996 to speak of. I mean, there might have been, but the general public didn't use it. Stop lying. So the first really popular was what's his name, wasn't it? God, blimey. Platforms, new social media, I'm forgetting the name of it. Twitter. Facebook gets number of users millions, 3,000,000, 3,000 million. So 3 billion people use Facebook. Is that true? 3 billion out of 7 in the world, so that half the world uses Facebook. YouTube, 2.5 billion people. WhatsApp, 2 billion. Instagram, 2 billion. TikTok, 1.5. WeChat, 1.3. I didn't know WeChat existed anymore. Facebook Messenger, 979 million. Telegram, 800 million. That's a Russian site. I think they use it in other places as well. That's just where it originated. Telegram, I think they used it in Thailand. TuneIn, 752 million. Snapchat, is that still around, is it? Oh, 750 million. Kuaishou, 685 million. And X Twitter, Oh, Twitter's way down, 619 million. Do you reckon Twitter's gone down? It used to be a lot more popular. Back in, unfortunately before what's his name took it over. I think it's gone a bit south lately for some reason. Oh look, tying on the social media, 1973 to 2023. 1973. Okay, right. MySpace, that's what I was trying to think of. So MySpace, I used MySpace. I had I think I had 100,000 followers on MySpace. Yeah, so there. I used to get a lot of people watch and listen to my stuff. Hard to believe, but it's true. You're bragging again. You're bragging. Yeah. God, I need something to brag about. Skype, Facebook, Orkut. Used to use Orkut. I don't know what happened to that. Reddit. Used to use Reddit. VK used to use. Don't know what happened to that. Nextdoor. Don't remember that. Pinterest. Used to use that a lot. Instagram. Snapchat. Vine Music. Discord. I can't get my head around Discord, I'll be honest with you. Threads is a big one. I don't know Threads. I don't even know what Threads is. Be Real is another one. Threads, I've heard of it. It's an online social media and social network service operated by Meta. The app offers users the ability to post and share text, images and videos, as well as, I should be on it, shouldn't I? I do videos, shouldn't I? Threads. Is it not part of Facebook then? Is it not? Is it? Threads. I just assumed anything that was part of Meta would be actually on, like connected to Facebook. But maybe I'm wrong. Threads, Meta. This one has research. Oh. Threads. Is it me or did it just come back as Instagram? Threads, Meta. Instagram. The Instagram logo just came up. So it's the same company. Because Instagram is owned by Facebook. So it's exactly the same as Instagram. Does anyone else notice that? I come out of it again, yeah? I click on threads.net. Click on it. The Instagram. Oh, it's the same colouring, but it's not quite the same. It looks like it, but Threads is like an A kind of mixer, but it's the same colouring as Instagram. Perhaps I should join. Maybe that's where all the groovy stuff happens. I don't know. I've not seen much groovy stuff lately. Maybe that's what it is. Told someone the other day, earlier, about something happened in a park, a while back, and I was jogging, and they started laughing. Because I got a funny story. I got a funny story. I was in the park jogging, and they were rolling around like, I said, that's not the funny part. Rude. Do you know when people put ROFLAO or whatever, F, are they really rolling on the floor, laughing their bum off? I mean, are they literally rolling around on the floor when they put that? Because when people do put rolling on the floor, laughing, ROFLOA or whatever it is, it never seems to coincide with what they've written. Maybe it's just me, but it never seems to coincide. It seems to be a different, like they're having a different conversation. And you know something else I've noticed? I watch stuff on, let's say it's Instagram or whatever, or on YouTube, and I look at the comments, and some people in the comments clearly appear to believe what they've just seen. You know, a badly acted YouTube sketch where you can see, I mean, it's not hard to see that it's, I mean, the fact that it can't be a real situation because it's filmed from various different angles, that's a clue. There's a microphone, you know, like, it's just, clearly it's not, you don't get angles from both people talking at different times, you know, if it's a real life situation. And I'm a little bit concerned about some of the people growing up watching these videos on YouTube and maybe other platforms who actually believe what they're seeing. And even more, what's going to happen now with the AI, it's already happening, when AI will be indistinguishable from real, you know, when it comes to video. Talking about that, I have oh dear, there's a, you know, I'm quite into the AI stuff. I'm interested in it because it's really going to make it like a huge, it already is affecting the world, it's been affecting the world for years. I mean, you think about it, even in the airports where they now take like fingerprints, not in every airport, but more and more are doing it apparently. So anyone that travels, it won't be long, but everybody that travels through the air without flying themselves, you know, in like planes and stuff, will all be recognizable, because it's not just the fingerprints or the thumbprint or whatever, it's also the eye. So they look in the eye, the photograph is taken of the eyes and the face. So millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of people are on a file, like where with their fingerprints and you know, their facial recognition and all that stuff from all over the world, and I'm pretty sure they share it all between them. I personally don't care, because I'm not a like major jewel thief or anything, so it doesn't really affect me. But I do feel sorry for jewel thieves. I mean, you know, they have it hard enough. They have it hard enough. I mean, their hours are terrible. You know, they can't do it. You know, they have to break into vaults in the evening, and you know, bank holidays, times when, I mean, let's face it, everyone else is having a nice break, and they're there sort of digging tunnels, trying to get into a vault so they can steal jewels and stuff. And then once they get it, it's like, it's not easy to get rid of it, because, you know, they're being looked for, and they might have to sit on the stuff and not, so they, you know, they might need the money but not be able to sell it, because the police are like, they're like hot buns in their oven, in their pockets or whatever, hot rocks or what they call it. So they're sitting there, and they can't, they've got millions of pounds worth of jewels, like royal, you know, I don't know, from some royal family or whatever, and they can't spend any of it, because, and they're hungry. It's like all they want to do is perhaps go and get a Big Mac, and it's just, or a hamburger, even though it shouldn't be called a hamburger because it hasn't got ham in it, has it? No, ham. Everyone knows what ham is? Yeah, pork. You got pork in the burger at McDonald's? Does the burgers sell any burgers? McDonald's sell any burgers with pork in them? Probably not. Probably not. not hamburgers, are they? And that's what they'd be like, because they're just ratty and just getting frustrated because they've got millions of pounds worth of jewels and they're hiding out in a bunker somewhere, and they can't go out because there's police looking for them. And I just feel sorry for them. That's all I'm saying is, we just need a bit of compassion for everyone. Okay, I'll get back to reality. So what I've done is I've joined 11 Labs. I've already been with them before, just playing around with their thing. And 11 Labs is part of the OpenAI company who produce ChatGPT and also Sora, which has not been released to the world yet, but is pretty much I would say the most talked about new AI platform or new AI thing in the world at the moment. The most talked about, as far as it's video from text. No, damn you. It's just... Oh. Do you realise, because I'm messing around with it, I've just closed the page. It closed it on me, to be fair. I don't know why. And I was going to tell you about 11 Labs. I signed up with it and I'm angry now. I'm actually angry. In fact, I don't think I've ever been this angry. Oh, he's now eating on the bone. He's loving that. So that's really, really, really annoyed me, because I've had that uploading for hours now, and now it's all just gone to waste. So I'll go back in there. 11 Labs. You can create voices, basically. So that's what it is. You can create voices. You can use it. You can type in text and a voice will, whatever. You can have voices, dubbing over voices for videos, podcasts, stuff like that. And payouts. What's the payout for? Create a link with a Stripe connecting it. Create a professional. Okay. Right. So what I've done is you can create your own voice. You can create your own voice or add generative or cloned voice. So, let's have a look. So there's choices. You got the voice design entirely new voices by adjusting their parameters. Every voice you create is randomly generated as entirely unique, even if the same settings are applied. Instant voice cloning. Now I tried this out, I tested this out in the past. Clone a voice from a clean sample recording. Samples should contain one speaker and be over 1 minute long and not contain background noise. I did that. I mean, if it's still on it, I'll play it for you. Wasn't perfect. I don't know. Let's see what you think. Voice library. Add a voice from our community, and professional voice cloning. That one's got a tick on it for some reason. That's really, really annoyed me, that is, because okay, let's see whether or not it's got voices. If it's got my voice. Voice library. It might have saved mine, you never know. It hasn't, but it might have done. You never know. Voice library. Voice lab. Oh man. British man with a deep and subtle accent. Right, let's see what it sounds like. I'll turn the volume down a little bit. Okay, let's play it. I wonder if they've... Okay, so hello and welcome to Let Me Bore. Spell bore you to sleep. I'm much quicker typing than I used to be.
Hello and welcome to Let Me Bore You to Sleep.
Right, wasn't really me, was it? So I thought maybe that could have been the one. Let's have a look at history. Welcome to Beneath the Willow. 11 months ago.
Welcome to Beneath the Willow, a relaxing hypnosis session designed to guide you to a state of deep relaxation. Welcome to Beneath the Willow.
So basically, I just copied a transcript of something that I'd done before, just to see. So I think it sounds okay, but it's not my voice.
Beneath the Willow, a relaxing hypnosis session designed to guide you to a state of deep relaxation and inner tranquility. Find a comfortable position, either sitting or lying down, where you can fully relax and let go. Take a moment to ensure you won't be disturbed during this session. Once you're ready, we can begin. Close your eyes and take a slow, deep breath.
Well, anyway, what I did is what I did, and clearly I messed up. So I'm going to have to do it all over again, which is projects. I wonder if it's create new project, voices, because I had my voice and I had it down as AI Juicy Jason, and as you would, but it's not on air. Now there are lots of different voices that can be used, but I wanted to use my voice. I wanted to just use me and see how well they can get. And when you do I'll do it again anyway. I'll do it again because I might as well while we're here. So create a new speech, voices, docs and resources, character quota remaining 10,900. What? I don't know what that means. So voices, I'm going to generate it. Professional voice cloning. And you can upload recordings. They have to be at least AI. They have to be at least 10 minutes, a minimum of 10 minutes. And you can upload up to 100. Now, I'm imagining most people would not have a huge amount of their own voice talking, or they'd, but I've got a lot, and I did upload about 120 hours of me talking I uploaded, which is why it was taking so long to do. But I wanted to test it to see if it works. So it's like going all the way back again to doing it. So I got 1,000 to 100. It's 95. I mean, basically, if I just leave it all night long, hopefully it will do. It will be complete, but I don't know if it will or not. But I'm doing it while we're talking, so no. It's only 100 recordings, but it's still, I think it's like 8 gigabytes. I think it was. Okay, I wasn't right. 89, 85, 80. So I kind of was hoping, I just thought the more it can listen, the more it's got to listen to and to work on, the better it would be. And that, to me, that makes sense. But maybe it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't need that much stuff. But it makes sense to me that, because that's a lot, isn't it? That's a lot of hours of someone talking. So I thought they'd be more likely to pick up my nuance, if that's a word. The nuance of my vocals. And you might think, well, why would you want to do that anyway? Just of interest, really, that's all. I'm not gonna, I mean, there might come a time when I have to. I hope not, but there might come a time when I'm sort of relying on something like that. So it makes sense to kind of do it now, really, while I can. Not while I can. I'm not, I'm being dramatic, but I just find it fascinating. And also, I want to own my own voice. So I want to put my voice in there and own it, so that if someone else uses my voice, it can detect that and say, no, wait a minute, because you can't use other people's voices. You're not allowed to. You can't put someone else's voice in and create a clone. But they did say, at this moment, you are not allowed to do that. So the thing is, the reality is, I imagine anyone could just open an account, say their name's Steve, and then just post audio footage of, I don't know, Charlie Chaplin or something. Man, that's not a good example, really, because it's mainly didn't speak that much, did he? But he could talk. There is footage of him talking somewhere. Did he have a squeaky voice? I can't remember. No, he didn't. No, he did talkies as well, didn't he? So he did that, because he did that thing that Hitler copied him, didn't he? He did that movie and then Hitler copied him. So, The Dictator. So I'm just like, that's just a celebrity. If it's thinking like Robin Williams or someone, and you could just put it in, and will the AI even know that it's a celebrity that you're put in? I don't know. I don't have all the answers, Most of them, but it's not all. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this. I'm going to try and see what comes out of it. I don't know if anything will. Genuinely don't know. So 1051 to 1110. 1051 to 1110. Oh, that was weird. And it won't be done today, but when it's done, I'll let you have a little listen, because it might be mildly interesting. Mildly, not a lot, but mildly, like, a little bit, but not a lot. It doesn't have to be a lot. So I think it's, I don't know, I just find all this stuff fascinating. I really do. I think it's not just the future, it's happening now. And basically, whoever can program this stuff is going to really have an advantage. So anyone that can use it, I don't mean the way I use it, I mean like really know how to use it, because I'm I just play. But anyone that knows how to, for example, I was talking to my brother about this the other day, and he said, well, why don't you do it then? I said, I don't know how to. Now that story would make more sense if you understand what we were talking about. So I said to him, there is a way with AI to pretty much automate most of what I do. So I could pretty much have everything set up in a system where I don't know. So what just I'm trying to think the steps of when I start to when I finish. Just everything, every aspect. So if I wanted to clone my voice, providing it cloned it well, but even then I didn't, if for example I wanted to do a Let Me Bore You to Sleep, or if I want to do an audiobook, if I wanted to read an audiobook, and I could get the audiobook and get that downloaded. So I guess I could set up, if I knew how to do it, set up AI to search for the book, search for a book that's out of print, out of copyright, extract the PDF file of that book or a format that's that's usable, and then create, using things like 11 Labs, create the audio of that book being read, and then create an image based on that book, and then upload it to a podcast. I'm not sure how any of those processes could be automated, but I think it could be. And if it could be, you could literally have it going 24 hours a day. And with my cloned voice, I could be reading every single out of date, out of copyright book in existence. Like hundreds of thousands of hours worth of me talking, which I couldn't do in reality, but because it's 24 hours, it could be done so quickly. That's kind of what AI could do. So the amount of time it would take me to read a book out loud with AI, to be fair, even without the automation, and if I could afford to do it, because let's face it, I didn't point this out, the pricing of this thing, oops, no, I just come out of it again. I just came out of it again. That's it, I've had enough. That's the 5th time I've done that. It's the 5th time. The 5th. Right. I don't think I'm destined to have a cloned voice. I can't believe I'll give you the pricing, and then it just gets a different page on the website, and now it's some websites, if you go to a different page, you go back, it's still working, but no, not this one. So technically, I think it's something like $399 a month for 40 hours produced. Now 40 hours, oh god, that's some weird lump in my finger, like right at the bottom of my finger. That's weird. I wonder what that is. It hurts as well. I think I've been bitten by a nit or a gnat. How strange. That'll soon be removed. That's weird. Maybe it's oh, that's removed now. I think it might be like a yeah. Yeah, I think it might be something like a little splinter or something. Oh well. So I 399. So financially, obviously, it's not. You'd have to find a way to make money from doing video. I mean, I suppose it is possible. Yeah, I suppose it is very possible to make money from it. I just realised, I just had an idea. So it is, but it would be yeah, it is possible. But it would take quite a lot of work. Although thinking about it, it wouldn't be that difficult to put it together without the automation. Just basically, you can get the podcast, get the transcript or the PDF file of the book, and then just put it into text, convert it into just normal text, paste that into, I'm not sure how much text you can put into 11 Labs, and I don't know how long an average book would last, because there's some, I listen to audiobooks, some of them will last like an hour and a half, an hour and 10 minutes if they're short books. Some will last like 4 hours, so some are 8 hours. So if you say an average 5 hours for a book, like a not particularly long book, so 5 hours, it might take 20 minutes, probably less than that, maybe 20 minutes to process, and then convert it into a video is fairly easy, and then upload it. So it wouldn't be a huge process to do that. And it could be my voice doing it. Because, unless it's a book that I'm interested in reading, I wouldn't really want to read a book out loud, really. I have done that in the past, actually. I have read books out loud. I mean, outside of college, university. I wasn't the most popular person in that library, to be honest. But I did do that a little bit. I think maybe for the ASMR videos I used to do, I used to read out loud, but whisper, sort of. Yeah. But I used to find it it used to take its toll a little bit. It's very, I like to read, but reading out loud, and it takes on your vocal cords and that. It's a lot of, it's not the same to me as just talking, but in the same way, talking like this and then doing a really serious relaxation session and focusing on talking really slowly. That, I guess that takes a fair bit of concentration, but I used to fall asleep doing it, to be honest. With these recordings, I keep myself entertained just enough to stay awake, although I do sometimes sometimes I do feel a little bit tired. Just sometimes. Like, I'm okay now, but sometimes I'm like, the other day, although I did talk for about an hour and a half, I think, or nearly 2 hours. Not last night, because that was a 2-hour one, but it was a couple of days back. And I was like, oh, at the end of it. I don't feel that way because I think it was Monday. I tell you why. I had my afternoon nap. I have to have my afternoon nap. And you might think, well, you're not 95. So, well, that's rude. But it's not about that. I'm looking at a computer screen a lot of the time because most what I do, well, I'm looking at a screen. So if that's it, and it takes a lot of strain on my eyes. I've got, who knows, my eyesight isn't so good these days, and all that stuff. But like today, for example, what I've done, so it's been a productive day, kind of. Sniff, sniff. That's weird. It's been a fairly productive day. Let me just show you what I've done. I can't show you, but I will talk you through it. I decided, like yesterday, I didn't mention this actually, but yesterday I spent quite a lot of time making images for my playlists on the Let Me Bore You to Sleep podcast. So I have 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 6 sevens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, and add 2. Was it 40? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. So there's 44 different playlists, and most of them are the Let Me Bore You to Sleep playlists. So there is it starts off no music 1 to 50, and then no music 51 to 100, no music 101 to 150, no music 151 to 200, no music 201 to 250, 251 to 300, 301 to 350, all no music still, 351 to 400, 401 to 450, 451 to 500, still no music, 501 to 550, 551 to 600, 601. I just realised this is even more boring than I can handle. Okay, 601 to 650, 651 to 700. This is what I started trying to. That was a weird noise for me. When I first started doing these Let Me Bore You to Sleep, I remember, what my plan was to really be like super tedious. Now, some of you might argue, well, you got it right. You hit it on the head. You succeeded, which is a bit rude, because I think these are quite interesting. But I was going to be talking about literally taking steps and walking. Well, I went to and I still might do it. I think I did do a couple of these, and they're hard to do. Where I would actually describe every physical movement that I made. In fact, I'm going to do something like that. Yeah, I think I will, because it's fun. But it's very... I mean, it's so boring. It's hard to actually do. It's hard to... I'll give you an example. I went to the kitchen to do the washing up. So I got up from the chair and I moved my left leg and then my right leg, and I looked over at the window and I looked at the telly, and it just I noticed the feeling of the floor underneath my right foot, and I noticed my anus was itchy. I don't know, it's just things like that. And that's when I'd start laughing, because I realised I'm being silly now. My mind's going in a different direction because I can't focus. That's another thing. I'm not sure how good my focus is. I can be focused sometimes. I can focus, but when these recordings, if you listen to the first one, nothing like this. Nothing. In fact, I would say even the first probably 100 weren't like this. I think after the first 3 or 4, they started to become more. But, right, Vinny started to get excited. Someone opened the gate. You know how exciting that is when someone opens a gate. So he started barking. So, anyway, I've got the playlists are basically in groups of 50. I think it kind of established that one. All the way up to 1,100. So I need to make some new ones for the newer recordings that I've been doing. I've got without music, 5 hours and 10 hours. So there's quite a few. Well, what did we say? There's over 6 playlists. And then I've also got 4 playlists for the Let Me Bore Your Pain Away. Music, 5 hours, 10 hours. No music, 5 hours, 10 hours. And there's one for the Sleeping Boring Objects. So what I've been doing today is, I didn't realise this. I only had, what did I have? Let's have a look. I know what I'm trying to say, I just can't remember. Right. The Let Me Bore Your Pain Away, I only had the ones without music uploaded to the podcast. So what I've done is uploaded all the ones that I didn't have. I had number 8 and 9 with music, 5 hours and 10 hours, and no, so I did have those, but 1 to 7 I didn't. So I've uploaded 1 to 7 of the Let Me Bore Your Pain Away with music, 5 hours and 10 hours, and added them to the playlist. So I made the playlists, made the images for all the playlists, and then uploaded the images for each individual recording, which was already made. So, and that took a while. Now it's all done. So at the moment, I don't really want to upload lots of different ones because it kind of hides the newest recordings, which were the ones that I did this yesterday, and they get a little bit. I mean, how many did I do? How many did I upload? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So I uploaded less than 23 recordings today, which means that's quite a few above the others. And so I prefer not to do that, but I didn't have them on it. I thought they was on there, and they're not, and I don't know why they're not. It's just about organisation, I guess. I'm trying to get more organised, trying. So I've done that. They're up there now, and they're in the playlist. So the next thing I need to do is go onto my website, letmeboreYou.com, and upload each playlist. Also need to organise each of the playlists as well, so that they're in order, as in like 1 to 50 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 50 at the top, and then 51 to 100, 51 at the bottom, 100 at the top, in order. Although I suppose 1 to 50 could start at 1 at the beginning, couldn't it? 1 to 50, 51 to... Would that make more sense? Does it matter? Really? At the end, what do you think? Should 1 be at the top? Should 250 to 300... No, 251 rather, to 300. Should 251 be at the top of the list or at the bottom of the list? And 300 be at the top or the bottom? What do you think? I've been doing it so that the lowest number is at the bottom and works its way up. Kind of like, with a normal podcast, the latest recording is at the top. Apart from today, when I've got stuff from, I don't know, probably last year on air, which is like Let Me Bore Your Pain Away number 7, 10 hours long. I don't know when it is I recorded that. I wonder if I've got it anywhere. It's no 10 hours, number 7. No, got no date. Although number 5 was the 18th of October 2022. Wow. Isn't that interesting? Well, it's not really, but the Let Me Bore Your Pain Away, the first one was the 18th of August 2022. The second one was 2nd of October 2022. The third one was the 3rd of October 2022. And number 4 was the 7th of October 2022. And number 5 was the 18th of October. Zero. That's French. I don't know what zero. That's weird, isn't it? I wonder if French actually have a word for zero. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, net. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 10 or something. So that's 10. See? You didn't realise I was bi, did you? Yep. So, under trois is 3, is 1, deux is 2, trois is 3, quatre is 4, cinq is 5, under trois, quatre, cinq, six is 6, sept is 7, under trois, quatre, cinq, six, sept, Nice is 8. On the track and things is set Nice. Nuff is 9 and Dece is 10. Did I get it right? Let's see. 1 to 10. 1 to 10 in French. In French. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see it. Did I get it right? I generally hadn't looked right until right now. Pronunciation. 0 is Zeon. 0. 0. 0 is 0. So I didn't know that, but I got that right. I thought it was on. Okay, well I got it right anyway. De, yeah, de, trois, yeah, quatre. Okay, I said quatre, but that was actually how it's spelt. Quatre is how it's spelt. Okay, fair enough. Cinq, yeah. Six, sept, yeah, I did do that, didn't I? Huit, neuf, dix. I got it right. So, I'm going to go now. Now that I can speak French, I'm going to leave. So thank you for listening. Remember to be kind to yourself, because you do deserve to be happy. Be gentle with yourself. And I will speak to you again tomorrow. Lots of love. Bye. Oh.